We've all heard it said at some point or another, don't compare yourself to other people. We all have heard it. And sometimes we need that reminder. I know I need that reminder from time to time. It's easy to compare yourself. It's easy to say, wow, look how far ahead they are. It's easy to say, oh man, look how far behind I am. It's easy to do that, especially now with social media. And you have all of these people sharing how they want to present themselves. Not as many people have the courage to share their dark side, the part of themselves that they're ashamed of, they're guilty, and how to do it in a way that's fresh, how to do it in a way where it's like you're not complaining, because very quickly it can be like, look at all my problems, and the ego will slip right in there. So how do you get to this place where you're not bragging and sharing all the positive sides of you, but you're not just complaining about the negative? And this is, I believe it's a place of the spirit. It's a place of that it's authenticity at its finest. You're sharing your darkness, you're sharing your light, and ultimately you want to share that with people so that they can realize that this battle that we all face, it's going on within everybody. The hell that's going on outside is a reflection of the hell going on within all of us. And I just wanted to share this. This is going to be a really short video. This is just planting a seed. Do not compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. It's something that you have to really know in your heart, because there's the tendency of the mind that wants to pull you in. Look how great they're doing. Look how bad they're doing. It's all noise. And my encouragement to you is to face the version of yourself that is weak. It's the part of you that wants to make excuses. It's the part of you that doesn't want to get up out of bed. It's the part of you that wants to, you know what, I'm just going to have this little vice a little bit here and there. That's what weakens you. And every time you give into that voice, wants to compare yourself to other people, wants to just say, no, you know what, not that, I'll do it tomorrow. Every single time you feed that voice, the highest version of you is looking at you and saying, no, no, don't do that. Don't do that. And you know that because that's the voice that it keeps you blocked. It keeps you blocked because your full potential is so great. So you should be feeling guilt and shame when you're not giving into that. And what we do is we dull the senses. We settle for comfort. Comfort has its place, but not at the expense of purpose and what you're here to do and to grow and to learn and to grow in love. And what I mean by love is not this fairy tale kind of version of love. It's not what the world calls love. It's not to be liked. The funny and paradoxical part about this is that when you aim for purpose and when you're purpose driven, you'll be liked. And not only will you be liked, even better, you'll be liked by the right people. It's something that it's easy to forget that. It's easy to forget that in a world that so just wants likes and it so just wants to be accepted. Just accept me instead of only accepting what is right. And that's a hard battle. It's a battle that's going on within all of us, but we know deep down viscerally what is right. And this again is just a reminder. Don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday and grow in that ability to forgive yourself for the mistakes you may have made, the parts of you that are weak or dead. The guilt and shame are reminders that that part of you, that full potential within you, doesn't like that. And that's a good sign. Because if you had no guilt and shame, if you had no aspects of you that wasn't that you're not shining, it's pain. Pain is a good indicator. It's say, hey, I'm not in alignment. Hey, I'm not being the best version of yourself. Because imagine you were being weak and pathetic and a loser, and you felt good. That's not the place you want to be. You want to be in the place where, okay, hey, you know what? We've all screwed up. We've all made mistakes. We've been in that position where we're not happy with where we're at, and we feel that pain. And that pain is saying, hey, change something. Hey, let's level up. Don't look at other people because they're going through the same thing. They're leveling up at different times. And maybe they are in a better place. Sure. But that's, you don't know enough to know that. And then what happens is the mind will say, no, I got to get this. I got to get that. I got to get this experience that they're having. And then that's not the game you want to play. The game you want to play is overcoming that weak self and growing in that authenticity and leading other people out of it. It is the best game to play. And that's within you. You know that battle. You know what you have to overcome. And you do it one day at a time. It doesn't happen overnight. We don't grow weak overnight. It happens one day and one mistake at a time and making wrong decisions day after day. And that makes us spiritually blind. It makes us not seeing the bigger picture. And then we fall deeper and deeper and deeper into comfort because that's what we're used to. So to snap out of that, it doesn't feel good to do the right thing. It doesn't. It feels good to do the thing that feels good. It's really that simple. And this path is simple, not easy. That's why I make these videos. These videos are not just me preaching to other people. These are reminders that I need. This pathway, I share about all of my darkness on here, not all of it. I think there is a balance. I don't want to tell everybody all of my problems here. That's not the place for this. But this is a place to share some of that darkness. Share it. There's a difference between being honest and completely open. I don't want to tell everybody all of my problems here. That's not what I made this channel for. I made this channel to share pieces of my darkness, pieces of my story, pieces of the things that I've been fooled. I fell into the weakness. I fell into porn. I fell into these parts of me that just wanted to be numbed. Because to go this path is painful. You have to realize that, because when you start to do that, people are going to be jealous of you. People didn't like Christ. They hated him. They hated Christ because they didn't have that within themselves. They didn't even realize it. The amount of projection, the amount of pain that they put onto him was pain that they had within themselves. And that's what allowed him to bear it, is because he realized that this battle was going on within everybody. So take this as a call to step further into the arena. And I did a recent video on push through. These are birthing pains. And to the lower self, it hates this. It hates this. But shining is the best thing that you can do. When you're shining, you're not comparing yourself to other people. You are just overcoming that weakness within you. The battle is within you. Don't get blocked. Don't get blindsided by what's going on outside of you. Different people's problems, different people's what looks like their wins, and you don't know enough to judge yourself against other people. Focus on the version of you that wants to be the best version. Focus on the man or the woman in the mirror and overcome the weak part within you day by day. And don't look outside, look within.